Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bluegrass Dreams to Seams. My name is Cheryl. I am so thrilled that I have reached one of my goals for this year already, and that's my subscribers. I've reached a goal. I wanted to surpass it. I did. Very much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your kind comments. And I just really do appreciate you sharing with me. I mean, some really share. I love to share with people. I love to talk to people. I've always loved to write people when I was growing up. So this is just another way for me to fill that kind of need that I have to get out there and communicate with people who have similar interests like me, and that's sewing. We're going to talk about this top that I made. I've made this top now 3 times. It's a Katherine Tilton pattern for Butterick. The number is 5891. This is the jacket view, and this is the top view that I've made now 3 times. To give you some idea of what it looks like here, you have the color blocking I always do, but there's these little detail tucks that are supposed to go in here. I've never done those, but on this one I did keep one. I did both, but I decided I didn't like one of them on the right, and so I took the right one out and kept the left one only. This fabric is called Root, and it's by Free Spirit. Now this was last year's, like 2023 edition. You're not going to probably find this fabric anywhere. I love the fact that I did get the lines to all line up. Now how you do that, you need to cut your fabric single layer. And I had a yard for the front and I had a yard for the back. And I put my 2 fronts where they were facing each other, so that I would make sure that I would get this center front line all going across here. And then on the back I did the same thing. Now the back doesn't have a center seam, it has an off-center seam, so you need to pay close attention to that. I did consider taking one of my fronts to run the lines vertically, and I might do that the next time. Contrast turquoise is used here, as well as to end finish this. And then the bottom edge, my pedalum, is this fabric. It's also by Root, or part of the Root pattern series by Free Spirit. So now let's talk about this first version I made. You know, you always have to make a pattern at least one time, and you kind of learn what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and you make changes. So what did I like about it? Well, the collar detail, I kind of want to change that a little bit and experiment. This time I went back to this, but I think if I was to make this again, I'd go back to that one. We'll talk about that in a minute. One thing I didn't like about it was one side has a pocket, this side. There's this pocket here. And let me talk to you about this pocket. It's a nice deep pocket, that's a positive. But if you don't attach this pocket somewhere on the inside, like anchor it, then it comes down and it'll show right here. It'll just flop down when you're not using it. And that's a real issue. I don't want the pocket showing. I really didn't use the pocket because it was hard for me to reach back here and find it. So I just said, you know, I'm not doing a pocket anymore. The pedalum is also a batik fabric, but I did love this Faces print. I had to have it. When I saw it, I knew that something creative could be done with this. I chose buttons that pulled out color from the faces. The fabric here pulls out that purple, and this fabric even pulls out some of the lighter pinks. And I also used the same up here, and we'll talk about this edge. I did not like this facing coming all the way up here, so I tried to remedy that problem on this one by making the facing come only to here. So this is stitched down by hand to the green, and I think that worked out better for me. Anything else I want to say? I don't think there's anything else I want to say about this other than it does come a little bit past my waist, and for me that's just a little bit of a, if I raise my arm, it becomes an issue. It really does become an issue. But people love this. I got a lot of compliments on it. I just, you know, I think people were drawn to it because of face print. You see it a lot more now than back when I made this. You didn't see face print being used anywhere. Made this, the next thing I knew, there was a whole explosion of face prints being done everywhere. It's just kind of fun, you know. All right, second version right here. What did I change about this? This is basically a flat piece of fabric folded in half, and I seamed the ends and turned it. Stitched it in to this edge here on the seam line. So it's a nice smooth transition from here to here. And then I wished what I'd done was finish this a little bit differently. It doesn't really show because to take care of that, I decided to line the entire front, both sides, and it made it hot. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. I did not put the pocket in it. I did lengthen this one 1.5 inches though, and the buttons that I used were these little metal buttons. They're kind of like a little sun sort of. I just, you know, thought they were perfect for it. So I'd used that. Pedalum stayed the same. Don't have any issues on this one with the facings wanting to drop down. So that's really good. And basically I do love this shirt really well. I love wearing it. There you got it. Three different shirts cut all in cotton fabrics, all quilting cotton fabrics, but they're just lightweight enough that you can get away with it. Some fabrics can be really heavy, so you do have to be kind of cautious about that. Batiks, and in particular, can run a little heavy. I have a dress that I made out of batiks that I wasn't paying too much attention. It's a little stiffer. It doesn't want to move. So you really do have to be careful when you're using batik fabrics and be aware of that. So that's it for me. This blouse. If you've never tried Katherine or Marcy Tilton patterns, give it a shot. They do have some that are similar or more simple to do. This is a little bit more advanced. I don't think it, well, it says here easy. Easy? Not easy. I don't think this is easy for anybody. And the reason I say that is because of the pedalums. I think this would be more of an intermediate skill level. Easy could be the jacket. You might be able to do that jacket, or if you chose not to do the pedalum but just lengthen the top, that would be easy. There are certain things you could take off of it to make it easier, but I wouldn't exactly call this easy for a beginning sewist, someone who's still learning skills. And again, thank you everyone who has joined me today. Thank you for all those who have subscribed and all the likes, all your comments. I just love talking to you. So please let me know what you're sewing. Do you think you might try this garment? If you can get the pattern, I'm sure you can find it online somewhere. Are there patterns out there that are similar to it? Let me know. I do love independent designer patterns. I can't say enough about them. Have yourself a great weekend, and I hope to see you next week with more makes. Have a great week. Bye.